Are Zwifterz stronger than UCI Proz? For me, there's no doubt possible. They are. And my analysis is based on pure data. I chose a monstrous in real-life performance, one that nobody could challenge. Lance Armstrong, Alpe d'Huez, ITT, 2004. By then, Lance Armstrong was extremely well prepared. And he did 6.46 watts per kilo in that climb. We have Alpe d'Huez, so I believe that the following table will allow you to compare our riders against him. At least 4 of them have beaten Lance Armstrong on that climb. I told myself, if our riders are able to beat the best of the best in one of the most important climbs in the world, that I will need to check what they are doing in our own climbs in Watopia. Let's take a small climb, Templecombe, around 4 minutes. We have more than 480 Zwifterz that have done more than 6 watts per kilo in that climb. If we increase a little bit the level of difficulty, in Fox Hill, is no less than 595 Zwifterz that have done more than 6 watts per kilo in that climb. In Volcano Climb, there are 894 Zwifterz that did more than 6 watts per kilo. And 60 of them did more than 7 watts per kilo. In queztion, 9 minutes climb, 225 did more than 6 watts per kilo. Let's continue increasing the level of difficulty. Bologna TT. We had there 195 Zwifterz that did more than 6 watts per kilo. And in Innsbruck, we are talking 16 minutes or climb, we have 161 riders that did more than 6 watts per kilo. There's no doubt that our riders are better than UCI Proz. Despite all my efforts, some people were still not believing me when I was telling them that Zwifterz were stronger than UCI Proz. So I decided to compare with the mother of all benchmarks, the courze chart. The 2 highest categories are Domestic Pro and International Pro. I used the thresholds for those 2 categories to categorize the performances of our Zwifterz in different durations of time. For 1 minute performances, we have no less than 48 World Pros in Zwift and 57 Domestic Pros. For 5 minutes duration, we have 82 International Pros and 72 Domestic Pros according to courze thresholds. And we are talking about 20 minutes and we convert it to FTP. We have no less than 34 International Pros in Zwift and 96 Domestic Pros. A month ago, the UCI Pro team Lotto has published the watts per kilo figures of some of their riders. If we compare them to the top 150 Zwifterz, in reality there's not that much difference between them and our Zwifterz. So I'm asking myself, instead of having a Zwift Academy in which our riders will be competing to have a UCI contract, wouldn't that be better that the UCI Pros are starting a UCI Academy to get a Zwift contract? Just a question.